lets you know if you're on the right track. The other thing that it does, sort of at the beginning stage, is it can be what I call like an idea jogger or an idea creator. In other words, you can actually open the mind map and just sort of choose your own adventure. Open one branch, open another branch, and go, wow, I actually know quite a few things about, let's say, growing tomatoes in my backyard. Or hydroponics or something. Maybe there's something that you didn't realize was actually pretty darn popular, or not popular at all. And by the way, you can have there are good reasons for either one of those. If it's very, very popular, you might want to go after that niche because you are truly an expert and it'd be easy for you to dominate. And you also know that there's an awful lot of sales. On the other hand, if the niche is underrepresented, that might be an easy way to score for a #1 bestseller. Now, what I just gave you is pure gold, by the way. It gives you a plan of attack, and it's in relation to that mind map. So that's the first thing. The second thing the mind map does is, because it's updated every single month, you can basically check your progress over time very easily from month to month. Just go in, look at the mind map, go open up that branch in the mind map, because it does get updated every month, and just say, okay, I know where I stand in relation to all my competition, or the relevant competition in that niche, in that really tiny niche, and then the bigger categories as well. So you can go after so many pieces of data so quickly and so easily. Literally 30 to 40 hours of research are required. Jay sort of did the mad scientist thing, figured out a way to, maximize the capturing of that information. And we have a process, and we have a person who actually does this manually, goes through and puts that mind map together. And you get access to that. So I know I kind of went into that pretty deeply, but I wanted to give you an idea about just the depth and the level of information that's available. Now, what other people will do is they say, everything else, I know how to publish to Kindle, and yeah, I'm going to use the training to learn a couple of tidbits, a couple of tactics. I'm definitely going to use the software, but really, I know I'm going to make the most money by getting into that Facebook group. Now, I got to tell you, the only way you can get in that Facebook group is to pay an awful lot of money. There's no way to get in that in any other way. It's for our high-end coaching students, folks that are forking out an awful lot of money over time. Okay? Or you get Kindle Codebreaker and you get that access right now. You're going to be in there. We'll get you approved 24 hours or less. And yes, it is a private Facebook group, and it is filling up, and we don't have an unlimited number of places, plain and simple. Okay? So I want to make it clear that if you want to make money, and if you've been trying to figure out how to boost the sales of your book, if you've been scratching your head saying, man, I've got a great book, I've got a great cover, it's a great title, I've got keywords, I've got everything, but I don't have reviews. If you want to ethically and honestly get reviews, if you want true feedback from people, you get Kindle Codebreaker, you get access to our Apex Authors Facebook group, and you get people to download your book. You get people to buy your book and then leave reviews. Now, when I say you get them to do that, you're not twisting anyone's arm. They're doing it because they want you to be successful. They are successful. You help them. They help you. You're not paying for reviews. You're not spending money for false, fake, ridiculous reviews. These are real people who are looking at you. And by the way, a lot of people are in the same niche that you're in. You're not really a competitor. It's a similar kind of book. I mean, if you do something with, quilting or crochet, there are an awful lot of different types of books out there. There are patterns, there's how-to, there's history, whatever. The same ideas apply to every single niche. So really, and here's another thing too, your competitor, what used to be your competitor is now your best friend, a joint venture partner. And I want you to think about that. Someone who in the past would have been an enemy is now a friend because they have an email list. They've got another Facebook group or a Facebook following, or they've got folks on LinkedIn and Twitter, and they're willing to share your message. Heck, you can even do joint venture, launches and so forth. Launch for each other. Again, I hope you smell what I'm cooking here, because there's so many different ways to utilize the tools and the templates and the research and the connections. You also get access to Jay and I, because we are in that Facebook group. Just to be blunt and point blank about it, Jay and I are in there virtually every day, and really multiple times a day and most days.